Well, thank you very much. My name is Abel Chitaka. I'm coming to you from the Hoima International Stadium. Now, this stadium, 12 months ago, we came here when construction was beginning by a Turkish company called Suma. We showed you what was here. And now look at the magnificent infrastructure that is behind me, the Hoima Stadium. It is, according to the contractor, 95% upon completion. I can tell you the minister has had a guided tour here at the Hoima Stadium. Suma says they are ready to hand over the facility to the government of Uganda. Remember, their contract is 18 months, but they have just gone 12 months, meaning they still have 6 months. But according to them, by October, they wanted to hand over this facility to the government of Uganda. Remember, Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania will co-host the 2027 Africa Cup of Nations if all goes to plan, and this is one of the facilities that will be used for that competition. It is a 20,000 seater. There's a video that has been going all over social media, and people are wondering, is this the facility? Is it up to speed? That is one of the reasons why we came here with Honorable Minister Peter Ogwang to really show you what is on ground, what is going on as the Turkish company Suma is going on to construct this stadium. Now, we had a guided tour of this stadium, what has been done, what is left to be done, and I can tell you all the seats. Remember, it is a 20,000 seater. Remember, it is a 20,000 seater. All the seats have been installed inside the Hoima Stadium. All the 20,000 seats have been installed, including the VIP, the VVIP, those that will be used by people with disability, among others. So the seats have been installed. When it comes to the two giant screens, both on the side of the goalpost and on the side of the other goalpost, have as well been installed. Two giant screens have been installed at this facility. You can move around with me because I can tell you I've toured almost the entire stadium. I can tell you, according to what you're seeing, the green has been put there already. However, for Suma, they wanted to put hybrid grass, and it is going to be hybrid grass. So they first put a carpet, then later on, grass has been planted, and very soon you will see that hybrid grass as it will be used. Now, speaking to the minister is very impressed with the performance of Suma. They came to Uganda having done a couple of works outside the country, including the convention center in Kigali, Rwanda, including the BK Arena in Kigali, including the redeveloped Amahoro Stadium, the arena in Senegal, Dakar, that is the Dakar Arena, to mention but a few. So most of the people are impressed, including the minister, to the work that has been done by Suma here in Hoima just 12 months since we last came here.
This project was basically meant to take 18 months according to the contract we signed with them. But as of now, the contract actually has finished 11 months. And now, if you look at his plan, he's going to take over September. By September, everything would have taken place. Then they intend to have October as a month, according to them, to carry out testing and also plan to see how to maneuver. In case of anything, they told me they can't go beyond December. That tells you that they are ahead of schedule and they want to hand me over the project almost before 6 months or 4 months after they have completed their work. Of course, it has an implication on me in terms of planning already to begin to start to begin taking over the management of the facility, which I will discuss with my senior minister and the Minister of Education and Sports. And I think that's now what we are planning with National Council of Sports.
Now, the minister has gone further to thank His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni and then the First Lady, who doubles as the Minister of Education and Sports, for the work they have done, including soliciting funds to see that Uganda can have such a facility that will host the Africa Cup of Nations in 2027. In fact, according to the minister, Uganda will be able to kick a ball here at the Hoima Stadium. Now, we went further to ask the minister how this stadium will be taken care of up to 2027, when AFCON will be held here in Hoima. But the minister says, according to the new law, all stadiums are under the National Council of Sports. So no worry about that. The stadium will be taken care of by the National Council of Sports.
First of all, in line with the new law, the mandate to manage all sports infrastructure, including this one, is a mandate given to National Council of Sports. In terms of maintenance, the council has to plan and budget for resources to manage this facility. But also, if you've been observant, in the construction and the scope of planning of this facility, we are able to plan for certain areas which are able to begin generating money, which money can sustain this facility, because also we want to raise non-tax revenue from this facility. No wonder you must have seen that we have spaces which can be rented out for commercial banks, Nestle Telecoms. Let's talk about shops which want to sell sports kits. Let's talk about a restaurant. Like already we are going to have the biggest restaurant in Hoima. In terms of everything, it's already planned here. We have also planned for a gym, which is going to be the biggest in the region here in Bunyoro, is also here. All those spaces, our plan is to make sure that they are rented out. Once they are rented out, it will be able to help us raise some revenue. Come in also in terms of these other indoor activities. This indoor Min 2000 can also be able to be hired out, conferences, what, all here can also be generating money. And this also brings, then now when we bring in additional games, for instance now, once we plan to close off Lugogo, all indoor activities, all indoor games will now come in here into this place. That also generates money, and that's what we were all planning. And this, I think, we have had a bit of issues with some elements of some sports personalities who feel they are a monopoly of others. I am a minister of sports. I plan for the entire sports subsector. I don't plan for one discipline, because once I plan for one discipline, I still remain with the problem of the others. But today, I am extremely proud, myself and my senior minister, that here have a one-stop center. Whether Nambola is going to be closed for 1.5 years, all activities for other sports are all coming to Hoima. You remember we lost our daughter who went to Kenya for training. Now here I am. Athletics, even here, you've seen just down there, that's a football pitch, running track, plus an athletics training pitch. That is what we need to do, and that is what other jurisdictions, other countries are planning, that whenever you're building. Now look at this space here. These spaces are for outdoor activities, volleyball, basketball, name them, futsal, all this come here, netball, all this is done here.
This stadium also has a 2,000-seater indoor arena, and I can tell you it is already in place. As you can see, besides there's a swimming pool that is already in place. Then downstairs you can see there's a training pitch that is also already established. So I can tell you, the minister says other 3 training grounds will be constructed here in Hoima district. And mainly government is dealing with universities, because now this stadium has only one training ground. The other 3 training grounds here in Bunyoro sub-region will be constructed at the government universities or government institutions around, including Sawinyi Tito, among others.
This stadium comes with this training pitch. Now here in Bunyoro, we intend to construct, which is not the same contractor. The president guided that the UPDF Engineers Brigade undertakes construction of all training pitches. And for purposes of AFCON and CHAN, we agreed to have 12 training pitches. Here in Bunyoro, we are going to have 2, one at Hoima Boma Ground, another one at Tito Winyi School, another training pitch. Then the third one is going to be at Masinde Municipal Boma Ground. In as far as the financing of these training pitches are concerned, I want to confirm that we will get money as National Council of Sports and Ministry of Education and Sports in Q2.
Let's tour around in this guided tour so that you can get a feel that AFCON is here. AFCON will be here in Hoima, and now you're guaranteed AFCON with 24 teams. You are guaranteed this stadium will at least host one group in the AFCON 2027. Let's tour around. My name is Abel Chitaka, and I'm coming to you from the Hoima Stadium that is still under construction by a Turkish company called Soma.
I want to appeal to my people, particularly in Bunyoro here, that we government has given you a big opportunity which we must take advantage of for purpose of us making money for ourselves. For me, I sum up by saying, long live Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, which you people might not put it. I want to request you, put it there. I sum up by saying, long live Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, long live NRM, long live Mama, long live the Ministry of Education and Sports.